What's up, y'all? It's poppin'. It's D. About to react to this impressive vid. It's titled "Cassie is Telling Diddy's Secrets to the Feds. Diddy Should Be Scared," and Amanda Seales breaks down. I just reacted to an older video that Impressive put up about Amanda Seales, so she's continuing to be upset because Black Hollywood has blackballed her, according to her. So sure, I'm more so interested in what Cassie is trying to spill. Let's watch.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Impressive channel. Now, it was reported by TMZ that the singer Cassie is actually cooperating with the feds in their whole investigation against Diddy. Now, last year Cassie did file a lawsuit against Diddy, and she claimed that he did a lot of heinous things to her, like violating her, drugging her, putting the paws on her, pimping her out, all types of terrible, terrible things. And Diddy quickly...
Obviously, I'm not laughing at the situation. I'm just laughing because it's just ironic that he thought that, you know, paying her off was going to keep her quiet. But in all actuality, she like, I'm still snitching. I'm still, you know, cooperating with the authorities to bring you down, brother. So it's just like he really did that for nothing.
Settled with her. He settled that $30 million lawsuit, and a lot of people felt like he was guilty because he settled so quickly. And Cassie allegedly got her $30 million payday. Some people think it was less. Some people think it was a lot more, like $100 million. Another number I heard about was $50 million. But however much she got paid a huge chunk of money. However, money was not Cassie's sole motivation for filing this lawsuit. She wanted justice. She wanted recompense for all of the suffering that she went through. Getting money is not going to take away 10 years of trauma. So her working with the feds is not a surprise to me. She knows a lot of Diddy's secrets, and I do think it kind of puts a target on her back now that people know that she's an informant. But she has to do what she has to do to get justice, because this is about justice for her at this point. And some people are going to be mad and say, oh, she's just trying to take a black man down. Diddy has taken so many black men and black women down. It's not even funny. I mean, what about all of them? What about all of the people he took advantage of, the people he stole from, the careers he ruined? What about all of the bodies that went missing? What about all of those black men and black women? See, y'all don't care about the victims. You just care about this mogul because he represents something to you and you idolize him, but you don't care about the people he hurt. There are way too many stories about Diddy, and it can't be ignored at this point. So just stop it. Stevie J is currently on this whole campaign to defend Diddy. Stevie's on Diddy's payroll. He's been his longtime producer. He hangs out with Diddy a lot, and he was just hanging out with him recently. So they're very tight, and I think Stevie has been speaking out more because he's probably acting as Diddy's mouthpiece at this point. I do think it's pretty telling that none of Diddy's close associates or friends have spoken out in defense of him. That's very, very telling to me. But the only person who's been standing by Diddy's side is Stevie J. He's been going out doing interviews with TMZ, claiming that the federal raids on Diddy's home were too excessive. And also, he was even threatening 50 Cent for trolling Diddy.
Are y'all fucking?
I want you to fade. All that. Since it's entertainment, let me beat the shit out of you on TV or something. Don't duck that. I'm calling you out. What you want to do, Curtis? Curtis!
And lastly, Stevie posted this video and said this is what a real Diddy party looks like. And in this video, you saw all of these big name celebrities arriving at Diddy's 50th birthday party. Everybody was there. And I will say this. I think
nobody's saying he don't have normal parties too. What the fuck is this foolishness? And from 2019, okay, very weird to use this as evidence and say, oh, these are the type of parties that he throws. These were the normal parties that he threw, apparently. You're not showing the freak-offs.
There was a reason for Stevie posting this video. He's not just trying to make it seem like Diddy is just throwing normal, extravagant parties. But no, he's showing that all of these celebrities have been associated with these parties. We already know that Diddy's parties aren't normal. A lot of stuff goes down at those parties. And allegedly, these parties start getting freakier past a certain time. And there are some illegal
So maybe these niggas in the video went home. It's possible.
stuff that happens
Before the freak off started.
These parties as well, allegedly. Lil Rod said in his lawsuit against Diddy that Diddy has hidden cameras all over his house. So if anybody was caught up doing something crazy, it's possible that they might have been recorded. And now that Diddy is currently being investigated by the feds, it's possible that they might start asking questions to the people who were associating with him. And Stevie J posted this video to show you that a lot of people were associating with him. And it low-key feels like he's trying to implicate them too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He dry
Diddy
snitching.
is already in trouble right now, and Stevie J has been listed as Diddy's accomplice in Lil Rod's lawsuit. So if they're going to go down, they're going to take some people down with them. That's what I think. I don't think Diddy is going to go down by himself. Now, moving on, Amanda Seales has had it with all of the bad press surrounding her name. And she recently had an emotional breakdown over this article that was written about her. Now, not too long ago, Amanda was talking about how she wasn't invited to certain black events in Hollywood. And I actually did a video about this, and I did point out the fact that Amanda does have a very polarizing personality. And there are some people that she probably rubbed the wrong way. And this is not to say that Amanda is a bad person, but she is very opinionated and very outspoken. And her personality is not for everyone. It's just not. And she even acknowledged that she does sometimes rub people the wrong way. And she took accountability for it.
And I'm somebody who's always had difficulty communicating one-on-one with certain people. You know, some people it's no problem. But I think because of the way that I speak, my tonality, my intensity, it can be misread sometimes. I mean, sometimes I am being condescending, but oftentimes, you know, I'm not. Complaining is a word that's applied sometimes to simply...
The fact that there are times where you are condescending, that just says a lot. Like, you should never need to speak with or speak to anyone that way and be condescending to try to uplift yourself and make yourself feel smarter or superior to them in any type of way. So that just tells me a lot about you. I don't ever speak to people in that type of way.
Just being hyper aware of things and identifying it. And, you know, for anyone whose feelings I've ever hurt, it was never intentional. But I also acknowledge that sometimes my reaction possibly, actually, could be incongruous to what has been said to me. And that's my responsibility to take. And I take that responsibility.
Now, Amanda has been called out by several black media publications over her attitude and personality. And there was a recent article that was posted by a journalist named Monique Judge. And she posted this article about Amanda Seales on The Grill. And she was highlighting some of Amanda's controversial stances. And when Amanda caught wind of this, she was very, very upset.
Okay, honestly, I've had enough. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Really? 3 pieces. 3 from 3 people.
Do you not understand that you posting this is bringing even more attention to it? So even people who didn't know about this, your own followers who didn't know that this existed, because I didn't know it existed. I mean, obviously I don't follow her, but yeah, a lot of people wouldn't have even known about it if you didn't highlight it and bring more attention to it. Why not just ignore it?
I have never met in my life from 3 publications that are supposed to be about uplifting black people, which is all I have dedicated my life to doing. What hubris do I have? You people literally cannot stand that someone has studied and is speaking on what they studied, that someone has read and is speaking on what they read. You can't stand that someone loves us. You people who are continuing to attempt to break me down, you will not break me. You cannot break me. I am loved. I am anointed. I am touched. I am working through the blood of our ancestors. You will not break me. And it is so sad that you are so broken that this is...
I've talked about this before. I'll talk about it at the end, but what I'm saying is literally the epitome of what I was referencing when I spoke about this, about being very heavily into black struggles and speaking up for black issues and whatnot. I'll talk about it then.
The effort that you would take to try and get some clout And you know what? Let's say I did get broken. Y'all will be the first ones to be like, see, y'all be doing too much. No. Big up to all my strong black women who are supporting other strong black women and every other person supporting us. We love you. The rest of y'all can suck up. But I hope these people that are taking their time to bring me harm, one, I hope you understand that that is a reflection of your own hurt. It took me so long to know that I was worthy of loving myself. But I really do. I really do love myself. I wish that for everybody. Because when you love yourself, you don't harm that way. It ain't even in your functionality. And I know that there's been people in the past who may feel some type of way about me, but it's true. I had to learn how to love myself. So I hope that they learn that too. I hope these people that are using their skill and their talent to wield such darkness, I hope that they understand that as artists, that is such a misuse of your godlike skill. It really is. It really is. You know the godliness that comes from making something out of nothing? It's beautiful to be able to do that. So to do that, to inflict upon someone else is trippy. It's really irresponsible. What someone may call hubris is really just me knowing that I come from something great. And I want you to know I'm not crying right now because I'm sad. I'm furious. I am furious. But you know what I'm furious about? I'm not even mad about them and talking to me. I'm furious that we have allowed ourselves to be this corrupted. I am furious. I am furious that we have allowed ourselves to be dismayed in such a way that we can't identify who our allies are. I'm furious. Livid. I vex. Now all you can just run your mouth so.
Oh. So that's what Amanda Seales had to say in response to all of the criticism she was getting. And she was especially triggered by this particular article. And I know Amanda has said some things that some people disagree with. And even though her personality is not everybody's cup of tea, I don't think she is a bad person. I really don't. I think she deeply cares about social issues. And I think her heart is in the right place. Even though her tone and delivery might not always be the best, it might rub some people the wrong way. She might make some mistakes here and there. She might say some things that are off-putting. But for the most part, she's still trying to bring awareness about issues, especially black issues. And I do think that's important. So I don't think it's really necessary to dogpile on her. She's not out here committing crimes like Diddy, okay? She's not a criminal. So people just need to give her a break sometimes.
But I don't think this helped at all, though. I feel like all this does is give the trolls ammunition. It's going to make them want to come at her harder. Once people see that things are getting under your skin and bringing you to tears, they're just going to want to attack you harder and more often. That's how the internet works. It's a very toxic place. So I don't know why she feels the need to try to confide in the internet and, you know, open up about what she's struggling with. It just makes things worse. Like these conversations are better suited for you to have with your close friends and family and your therapist personally. But listening to her talk though, it really made me think about how I used to be heavily pro-black. Like I talked about this, you know, in videos before, but I used to be on my, you know, baby activist shit. You know, I was all about black struggles and, you know, talking about systemic racism and yada yada. But all that shit does is make you depressed, bro. Just looking at her in tears and being so frustrated and, you know, having a breakdown, it just made me think that I made the right decision to step away from that lifestyle because it's very depressing. It's very exhausting. It's very draining. And I just don't have the energy for it personally. And I feel like, you know, of course, people who do have the courage to do this type of shit, you know, it can, you know, promote some type of change in one way or another. But the way I see it is like people are always going to be racist. Like there are always going to be inequalities in our society, and it is what it is. I'm just going to live my goddamn life, do the best I can do, and be at peace. I choose peace. You know, if some people want to choose social justice and be a warrior out here and an activist, more power to you, do you. But just me personally, I just don't have it in me. I don't, and I just feel like you feel like you're fighting a losing battle on top of it. I mean, I was never on her level, you know. Obviously she does a lot in trying to speak up for black people and black issues or whatever, but you know, I just think it seems very draining. It seems like so much to carry around with you, and it's such a weight on your shoulders. But yeah, more power to her. I hope she finds peace at some point. I don't fucking know. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me know what other videos you're gonna be watching. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.